Today is 3rd of June, market trade inside day. Managed to egg out a small gain of 3 points to close at 3165 with below average volume. Now over here after the sell down we have a very nice bounce, and in the process we managed to clear this resistance here at 3140, 3145, which is positive. And it's normal to expect a pullback. The only thing that actually the pullback, we have bear bar that has wider range. This is something we do not like to see. We prefer market actually pullback with smaller bar. Immediate resistance is this intraday high here, 3194. More significant resistance is 3200. Support at this level here, which is significant, 3140, 3145. Now the fact that we managed to trade above this level, we may be stuck in the trading range. So this is something we got to just be careful, because during this period the sell, it can be choppy. And market today is a bit listless. Perhaps we are all waiting for the Friday's non-farm payroll in US. So that may set a tone subsequently after that. So right now there is a lot of wait and see. Now let's take a look at some of the strong stock we'll be discussing. This is iFast, extremely strong move, and right now we have a more meaningful pullback here. Currently it's trade a series of inside bars. This is a contraction setup. Bar high here, it's at 870. Now if you can continue to trade sideways closing the daylight, that will be generally positive. Grand Venture, now we'll be discussing for quite some time. Stock actually has a very nice consolidation breakout, and after making this high here, experiencing pullback, though volume is slightly lower. Again, we prefer if you can just trade sideways and eventually take out this high here, this recent high here of 845. Now technically there's a big dipper setup. 2 bar high here is at this level, which is the same as bar 1 high. Now just be very careful, sometimes the liquidity of these stocks may be low. Del Monte, again very nice break, followed by gap, and follow through nicely with a wide range bar, followed by a pullback. Currently a small dipper setup. Bar high here is at 425. This is Baltic. Again, very nice move here, and we have a gap up followed by series of sideways bar. Okay, I like to see the stock break this high here of 123. Now you have similar pattern with Baltic projects, but this stock has slightly inferior chart pattern, so Baltic is actually preferred than Baltic project. KMN Dental. Now KMN Dental's this stock is more sluggish, even though it's actually making high. And notice today we have a reversal bar, quite a big range though after yesterday break or attempted break. Notice the volume is very low, so this is indications of nervous selling. I'd like to see what happens. Now of course this stock has a nice run up and approaching very obvious congestion area here. Okay, so you just have to be more guarded and look for any possible reactions. Now we'll be discussing PropNet for quite some time, but the stocks is overextended, and surprisingly it managed to actually trade a series of sideways bar. Again, as it's overextended, it will be better if the stock can take a breather before you break on the upside again. This is a contraction setup. Look for a break above the high here of 169. Union Gas. Over here we have a gap up, but actually failed and in the process covered this gap. Average volume though, or slightly above average volume, followed by 2 sideways bar. If you can continue trade sideways, would like to see the stock eventually break above this high here of 98 cents. Now remember, $1 is a psychological resistance as well. Let's take a look at some of the big cap stock. This is Semcom Industry. Now this stock's actually after making a high, experiencing pullback. So far the pullback volume is low. This is nice. Small dipper setup. Look for a break above the high of 228. SPH. Now this stock's managed to actually close the gap in the process here momentarily, and it actually trades sideways. So the stock is actually holding well. Now obviously we have these 2 wide range bar to contend with. The fact that it's managed to actually hold up well does indicate there's lack of selling. So we would like to see this break this resistance here of 182. Of course, when you reach these levels, we got to be more guarded, but likely to be a hit and run trade at this point in time.